Okay, how did the True Whig Party finance these activities, aside from the imposition of levies?
How did the True Whig Party do what, sir?
Finance its activities,
Okay.
apart from the imposition of levies on members and non-members of the True Whig Party alike?
Until 1972, the True Whig Party assessed a half-month salary per year on everyone who was employed in government. And the assumption was that those employed in government were members of the True Whig Party.
Right or wrong?
What, sir?
For right, is it a right assumption or wrong assumption?
I think it was wrong. You asked me, I tell you it was wrong. Right. In 1972, immediately after President Talbot became president, he changed it. He obliterated that in 1972. So from 1972 on, that no longer existed.
Now, what happened to, I understand also that the True Whig Party had shares in a number of business establishments. As a matter of fact, the True Whig Party, the impressions going through what you see as available evidence is that one gets the impression that concession agreements and all of that were influenced by True Whig Party interests. As for example,
that's a wrong impression, so let me stop you right there.
For example, the ownership of shares in Simenco by True Whig Party and other business establishments.
You know, the shares in Simenco, I know nothing about them, okay? I repeat, I was General Secretary of the party from October 26, 1979 until the fateful day in April when the coup took place. That period of time, okay? So when it comes to Simenco, I know nothing about. When it comes to the other one, Liberia Timber and Plywood, I do know something about. And when it comes to that, what happened was this. What's the name of the company before that? Vamply came to Liberia, negotiated a concession agreement to do plywood, mostly, in the Sino County area. Then they found out that they were losing and they were not going to regain their monies. But they had gotten an OPIC, an OPIC insurance on the investment. So within a stated period of time, if they were to declare the business non-functional and the business where they had lost money or losing money, then they could recover on the insurance. But if that date transpired and they went beyond it, then they lost all of their monies. So when they found out the condition in which they were, they hastily went to government. And this was told to me by President Talbot himself. They went to government and they told the president, they said, well, why don't we sign this over to you? All we want to do is to get rid of it, then we can go back to America and collect our money. And he told them, he said, no, I cannot have it that way. So they said, well, how should we do it? He said, well, all right, give 51% of it to the True Whig Party and give 49% to the workers. So they said, all right, and that's how it was divided. 49% to the workers, 51% to the True Whig Party. But I think there were dividends that were paid out maybe twice during this whole period. After that time, dividends were declared just prior to the coup, but they were never distributed. Okay? And there was this guy, a red-headed American, who used to be down there in Sino, head of it, and they control all of the monies. So when the coup took place, he was able to fly out of Liberia. I think, I'm told, I wasn't here, that he had a runway made, had a plane coming from Cote d'Ivoire and take him out of Liberia, and then he went to America, canceled all of his telephones and what have you, and he controlled and absorbed all of those monies. But as fate would have it, maybe his name will come to me as I talk, as fate would have it, all of those monies got lost by him. So he decided to come back to Liberia, the land of the, I don't know what, his rice farm, I guess, to come back here and look for more money. And he came back here and he started to work with the Taylor government. Okay, I don't know whether he worked with those government first, but he's working with Taylor government. And during that time, he may have acquired some of it back working with the same timber situation. But what happened was that he got killed. One day he got shot and killed in Sino County. Huff, his name was. Huff. I think Bob Huff, his name was. Yeah, correct. Popularly called Ray here, that he said. Correct. Yes. And so that's what happened there.